Are you tired of all the hustle and bustle of city life? Do you need somewhere quiet where you can get away from all and hear yourself think? Then look no further than the A-frame cabin.
Let's go into more detail of the A-frame cabin right here on the Brick Studs.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Brick Studs here, and today we have a frame cabin.
No, it's the A-frame cabin.
Good job.
No, I was kidding. It's a frame cabin. It can go either way, however you want it. It's up to you.
Yes, we'll just go with that.
But before we jump, actually, no, you need to talk about the build, Jesse, you fool. See how he always makes mistakes? How was the build, Jesse?
So some things about the A-frame cabin. It was very nice at the very beginning of the book to see things like the original designer that came up with the idea, then the Lego designers, how they took his design, added onto it, made it for Lego, to see the piece that we have here today. Then there was a lot of other interesting facts and little notes that you had throughout the book that just talked about the A-frame cabin, which I thought was really nice. The build itself, pretty straightforward, easy to do. The hardest part were the trees. It took me about 2 hours to do so, but the trees themselves added an extra hour, so it was a 3-hour build in total with those. Just watch out for the trees.
But before we jump into the A-frame cabin, this thing came with 4 minifigures. It came with a, looks like the guy from Scooby-Doo. What's his name? What's his name? You're talking about the blonde guy from Scooby-Doo?
I don't know.
What's his name? Whatever his name is, okay? He is double-sided face. He has a smirky face and an afraid face because obviously he's fighting monsters inside the A-frame cabin with Scooby-Doo. He's got a
new twist.
A weird jacket, like a pine cone on it. I don't know if he's like a pine cone enthusiast.
He's a scout.
He's got
Scout's honor.
Pink sleeves on, and he's got gray pants on. Then you've got this girl. She looks like she came from Scooby-Doo. She's got like that 80s, 90s hairdo. She also is double-sided. She's got like a happy face and then another happy face, but the one's just squinted eyes. She is wearing a blue sweater because obviously it's in the fall, so it's a little colder. And she also has a little, well, I guess some striping, whatever. And then she has a little blue purse on with. It's kind of cool. I've never seen like 2 colored pants. It's got gray and black pants. I don't know.
Pretty sure those are boots.
I'm aware of that, but I've never seen that in a I haven't seen that, so that's kind of cool. Then you've got this girl. She's got like. I don't even know what to. I don't even know. None of these guys look like friends. Are they all friends, or they just show up together?
I don't know.
She's got green glasses
a timeshare
on.
cabin.
She's got 2 faces. Her face is more like happy and then smirky. I would say it's a gray, or not gray, a brown sweater she's wearing and green pants. I say gray. Then you've got this guy, always looking for more recreational. Ron Swanson. This guy's got brown hair, a mustache. He is double-sided. He's kind of like smirking, and then he's laughing mustache on his side, so it's like laughing.
I have no idea.
He's got like a brown, not a brown. I can't say colors right.
It's a red bomber jacket.
Red bomber jacket, pockets, and again he's got 2 colored pants, what I'm assuming are boots. Shorts and boots is what I'm assuming. And he has also a little backpack.
And now on to the piece where all of our characters will be spending their recreation.
But before that, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, and his name is Fred from Scooby-Doo. Now continue.
And now the A-frame cabin itself. What's awesome about this is it has 2 detachable pieces on either side. On the right side towards the front, you have a red autumn tree with red and orangish leaves, a little blue jay hanging out up there in the trees. You have a butterfly towards the bottom of the tree and a little red leaf that has fallen off of the tree to go with that autumn tone. You also have a nice little rock outcropping storage shed where you can store firewood for winter, a little barrel with tools like an axe, and then you have some nice little plant accents on the back side. And over on the back detachable, you have 2 trees. One that follows the more autumn tones with a gold and yellowish hues. And you have one that's still trying to hold on to summer with different multicolored greens.
And I don't know if you've noticed or ever been up on a mountain. That's one of the most beautiful sights you can see. It's not when the trees are all yellow. It's when it's turning yellow in a mixture of green. That's what makes it so, awesome.
It is a very nice sight to see.
Speak for yourself.
But continuing, we also have a nice little, what is this, a red jay, a robin?
Red jay.
It's a red jay over here on the green tree. And then you have a nice little, what is this, a butterfly?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. gold jay. Over on the green tree side, you have a nice little lantern here for the nighttime, so that way you can move around in the dark and not possibly fall in the stream that is hiding underneath the yellow tree with a nice little otter here. There's a bunch of different little plants all along this rock outcropping next to this stream with mushrooms and this frog over here. A nice little rock outcropping. One thing I will say, there is a piece missing over here. We did not get that piece. I looked everywhere for it. I could not find it. So the rock outcropping is a little lopsided over here by these plants and these mushrooms. Then you also have a nice little area to hold the canoe that you want to take downstream with a little crate underneath it that has 2 little life vests. I don't know what that is. I think it's a water bottle. Is it a water bottle?
Water bottle.
Oh, that's a really cool, nice little feature there. I did not know it was a water bottle when I was building it. I was like,
that is definitely a water bottle.
I was like, what kind of lantern is this? I've never seen this lantern before in my life. And when you're done taking in all the sights that surround the cabin, it's time to focus on the cabin itself. Starting over at the front, you have a wood thatching or wood paneling that goes along every single side that stays concurrent throughout the entire build, which I really like.
The cabin should have wood. But continue.
Not all cabins have wood.
I'm sure, I'm pretty sure
some of them are manufactured.
Continue though.
Okay, we'll continue. You have a nice little top window from the bedroom out looking here, and this is the only window that you'll notice that can actually move. They all open, but this is the only one that can open and close easily without having to move a bunch of junk that's on the inside. You also have a nice little bird feeder, another gold jay hanging out right above the door. You have the door itself, a different darker wood than the wood paneling around it. You have nice little lights and a couple of other accents. You have a bench, a nice little chair, a place to cook some eggs, railing. I love the railing here. I love the wood deck. You have a bunch of different accents here on all this different type of wood, and I like how they bring all those pieces together. You have what looks like a brick frame. It's built on stone, so it's kind of raised up around the ground around it, and I like how they did that. These are a bunch of hammers down here that are all put in on the little one piece with little holes in them. Excellent job here.
I'm gonna say though, one thing from my side is the chair is interesting. I've never seen a chair like that. It has to do with the accents of the chair. It's just got to be an accent that makes that chair really stand out. Accents.
Yes. The little accents.
The little accents.
And then moving on to the sides of the A-frame cabin, or I guess the roof, they both come off. They're not attached for easy access to the interior. They both have dark paneling with 2 sets of windows on either side. And then on the back of the A-frame cabin, you have what looks to be a chimney of sorts, which when it's right next to the trees, that is a huge fire hazard, by the way. That gold tree goes right over the chimney. Not a good idea. You have 2 little windows here that allow you to look out into the back forest. Those don't really open too well. You have what looks to be a little light. I don't know what that's for.
I'm pretty sure it's a shower.
Is it a shower?
I think they shower outside.
Oh my gosh,
that's a bar of soap.
That is a bar of soap. That's a shower.
They shower outside. People are
with
watching.
The bear's watching you. That's scary. Holy cow, I did not notice that.
And there's toilet paper on the side, which I don't think the toilet paper was a good idea. They used an actual white door, because that little slit's going to be weird for toilet paper.
It is. Well, especially because it's so close to the shower, that toilet paper is always going to be wet. But they also give you a little shovel.
To bury your poop.
To bury your poop. So the bears don't get it. And then also over here, when the shower gets too hot, you have easy access to the water heater. And there's also a gas monitor over here, which, if you look, isn't that the octane?
Yeah.
Those are the octane colors,
yeah.
Which is a nice little touch right there. So the interior of the cabin is where you're going to have a lot of stuff going on. First off, you've got this spider hanging off in the attic paneling.
That thing is massive. If I saw that spider in real life, I would burn the whole cabin to the ground. That's gonna. No wonder he's afraid.
Yeah.
This is scary. It's a big spider. That thing's huge.
It is huge.
It's gonna eat you.
And it's basically right above the bed.
It's watching. That's bigger than any spider and ever says ever came out. That's a huge spider.
It is a pretty big spider. And then you have a nice when you're sitting here in the bedroom, it's a 1-bed bedroom. You have a bunch of little stuff going on. You have binoculars, maps. It looks like somebody here likes to explore the surrounding areas. You have what looks to be a little trophy, some books, a toy. I don't know if this is a real plant or not. And then are these Lego blocks?
Probably.
I thought they were Lego blocks. I thought they were Lego blocks when I was building it, which I thought was a really nice touch. You have a candle, some lights here for when it goes dim. You have what looks to be this really, really intense camera, which I thought was amazing. Phoenix is jealous of a camera that looks like this. He wishes he had a camera like that. Then you have this bed here with it. You can't really sleep on it, obviously. It's just there for show, but I like the little red blankets here, the dark red blankets. You have a little candle here for candlelight. And then I have noticed throughout the entire cabin, there is a bunch of like gems and crystals. I don't know if they're gems that they found or if they've brought them here, which if you don't come here that often, if it's more of like a winter home, it's kind of dangerous to leave all these expensive jewels around.
There's a picture of a cabin above the cabin.
It is. And then the bottom floor where you'll be hanging out after you spent all day outside. So starting off in the kitchen here, you have your cabinets, the stove. What I think is a really nice touch here is the sink. The sink uses a little flintlock pistol, and it really, when it's up against the sink, it looks like a little, what are they called? Faucets. That's the name. That's what I was looking for. It looks like a very antique faucet, which I think is a nice touch. When you're not cooking and you need to get back onto that typing when you're away from all the city life, there's a nice little typewriter here with a teapot, a little teacup here. I like this cabinet with the drawers and the little light that allows you to see to continue typewriting here. And then you have a little newspaper here. It says, "The donut thief the donut thief's still hungry." So apparently this is an ongoing problem here in the Lego City. There are donut thieves everywhere. Over on the right side, next to the staircase, you have a little hangout area with some couches, some, I think they're more books. I don't know if these are more books along with, what are these called here?
Records?
Records. That's
record
the word
player?
I'm looking
for. It's a record
for.
player.
I'm just trying to keep him part of the interview here.
I think it's cool about the record player though
Review.
is the record player. You have like a book being pulled. That's a record case being pulled out, and an actual record being pulled out. That's kind of cool that Lego did that.
It is. It also looks kind of sloppy. So these people are.
It looks like
very
people live
sloppy.
there. Okay.
They're sloppy. They're sloppy. And then you have a nice little magnifying glass to look at all the gems that you're either finding out in the woods or you're bringing along with you. Some more newspapers here, and then you have, I don't know what this is. It's like a wand for the oil lamp or something. It's like, I don't know, hit people with. But what I do think is really cool is right here on the entrance itself. Right when you open up the door, you see a little guitar, you see a little area for your umbrella if it's raining, a water bottle, and then what's right there at the front?
Lego.
A little Lego welcome mat, which I think is amazing. They have a nice little Lego welcome mat, and it's a printed piece, not a sticker, so it doesn't look all wonky and like Javier did it. It looks professional.
He forgot one thing. Underneath the stairs, they got a lifetime supply of booze.
And that was the A-frame cabin, but enough of us babbling about it. What do you guys think? Is this worth the $180 price tag?
I mean, I think so, but again, I want to see in the comments below if you guys think so. If you're a modular collector, or I mean, a Lego City, having a Lego City, it's a good set to have. But it did release February 1st, so it's a newer item. It's like you don't necessarily need it right now. You got some time to get it, but again, it's a good collection to your Lego City.
And if you have safety concerns, are these trees freaking you out right now? I'm terrified. But as always, thank you for tuning into this review.
And if you haven't already, make sure you go down below, drop a like, comment on this video whether you like this Lego set or not, and hit that bell icon for future updates on future videos. But we may or may not see you next time because those giant spiders are going to eat us. So hopefully, we'll see you next time.